Now let's look at how to solve question 20. You're supposed to determine which of the graph is actually Hamiltonian, semi-Hamiltonian, or neither. Hamiltonian is a diagram that you start and finishes at the same vertex, and you go through all of the vertices once. That means there's no repeated vertex except the first and the last for Hamiltonian. As for semi-Hamiltonian, it is a diagram that you start and finishes with different vertex, and you go through all of the vertices once. To determine Hamiltonian, you have to do it by try and error. It is different from Eulerian, where you can easily determine by finding out the order or the degree of each of the vertex. So let's look at a diagram. Let's say I start with B. I see whether I can go through each of the vertex once without repeating except the first and the last. So in this case, I do manage to. So in this case, for A, is actually Hamiltonian. Why? Because it starts and finishes at the same vertex. Now let's look at the B diagram. Let's say I start with P. I travel all the vertices without repeating except the first and the last, and so therefore A and B share the same answer. Now let's look at C. If I start from V, now in this case you do have a problem here. U is actually the vertex that you actually repeat, and that is actually not Hamiltonian criteria. So in this case, you can only start from V. You cannot have a repeat vertex of U, so therefore you start from V, you finish at W. So in this case, this is what we call as semi-Hamiltonian, because it starts and finishes at different vertex.